Okay, welcome back. I did go ahead and decide to split this video up into two parts because the video was getting kind of long, but I finally got those printed circuit boards made, so let's go ahead and get this crafted. I think we'll just need, yeah, just one of these, I think. And also, let's see. So we'll get the chip made here. And for the record, I just like the last episode, for some reason this recording, I think I turned off the microphone mid-recording, so I'm having to go back through and do the audio for it. But that's the hardest part out of the way now. So now we just have to make the drone case, which a lot of this stuff's pretty easy. We got those turbine rotors, which these aren't too bad to make. Basically, it's just a bit of redstone and compressed iron rod, and then these turbine blades, which these are just redstone and a gold blade in the compression chamber. So, and then we've got a screw, we've got an EEPROM, which we've made those before. None of that's too bad. And let's see. No, it goes the other way. That's right. All right, and our screwdriver, and then, oh, that's right. We need two of those memory tier 1.5s, and we've only got one of them, so I gotta make another one. We're just gonna need some microchips. All right, it looks like we don't have any microchips, so did we use all those up? Yeah, we did. So we're gonna have to make some more of those. Looks like, alright. Yeah, right here, I could have swore we had some more microchips, but I guess we used them all up when we were making something. The first memory tiers that used 3 of those and 3 printed circuits. So, I'm going to run over really quick and grab those, grab the stuff to make the microchips, get those crafted. They're really not too bad. And then I'll be back in just a second and we'll continue getting this drone made. And then after that, of course, we're going to make the QED. So, okay, welcome back. So we got our microchips now. And by the way, I'm loving these filled tin cans. I appreciate Ungod suggesting that to make those, because they are well worth it. Because basically, I just have the canning machine over at our house. I just have it set up. I had a stack of baked potatoes in there, and I just every time I go through there, I'll throw my empty cans in there and get the filled ones, and it'll start running again. And each baked potato makes like 6 of these, I think it is. So very nice. Eventually, we'll probably set up like a nice automated way to, basically the potatoes will go through. They'll get harvested, they'll get canned, and then or they'll get cooked and then canned and everything. But hopefully later on down the road we'll get that set up. Alright, so now we should have, oh, we have to lay this out. I forgot, because it never wants to accept the tools automatically. So we've got that, and we've got that, and what goes at the top? Oh, the EEPROM. There we go. And so we got our drone case rotor. Woot. Alright. And now one last minor step, and then we'll have our very first drone. And what a chore it was to make this thing. Is it not the assembly machine? Oh, it is. Oh, we need molten polyethylene. Shoot, I've got all that tin in there. Oh well. Tin's not an issue. We have plenty of tin still. And I've got a bunch that I could process. Oh wait, why did I do that? Actually don't need to Don't need to remove that, but I need our barrel of polyethylene. And polyethylene. Oh, we got a bunch of that still. Alright. I made up a bunch of it. I want to say it was between last episode and this one, or maybe it was between the episode before that. I can't remember. Let's see. I want to kind of toggle that. That's more than I wanted to send in there, but okay. So our drone case and our printed circuit board. And we'll let that run for a minute. Let's see. Our power levels. Seriously? How are you out of power? Fine. I see you. Okay. And I'm kind of excited. Like, this has been a long time, a lot of work going into like a single drone. And there we go. We got our very first drone. Now, I will say it'll probably be next episode before we actually set it up, because setting it up, there's actually a little bit to that, and we still need to make another thing from Pneumaticraft before we can set those up. So, the next thing that we need to make is, found it here, the programmer. So this isn't quite as bad as making a drone. We just need a little bit of red plastic, some compressed iron, those turbine rotors, that extra data storage circuit that I made. That's why I made 10 of those before. And then we also need a computer monitor, which is a glass pane, aluminum plates, and some dye. What the hell? Like zombie invasion up in here. And so I think one reason I went ahead and split up the episode in half is because we're also going to make our QED this episode as well. So our drone, our programmer, and our QED. Now the aluminum plates, I want to say I have. Okay, yeah, I've still got some of those. And then we're also going to want, let's see, lime dye, lapis, glowstone, and rose red. So, and then we're also going to need a glass pane, which is fairly easy to make. We just need some molten glass. So let's go get this stuff together. I'll tell you what, let me grab another drum really quick, because I don't believe that we have any molten glass left. No. Okay. And we'll go get that made. And I'll tell you what, let me go ahead and sleep here. Alright. And then we'll get started on the QED. I've got to get the stuff together, because we were, if you recall, we had started like working towards it last episode, and then I was like, oh, we can't make Enderium yet, but or episode before last, technically. Let's see. And I believe to make our molten glass, we can just do that. And do I have any glass? Yeah. Okay. I always have like certain things on me here. Oh, we can't do that. Okay. Okay, let's see. How are we gonna get our glass pane? Molten glass. Fluid extractor. Huh. Oh wait, what kind of power does it need? Oh, we can also do it with glass dust and a plate mold. That would actually probably be easier. I think we have some glass dust around here somewhere. So give me just a second. I'm going to find that. I'm going to get our dyes together and everything, and I'll be back in just a moment. Oh, okay, welcome back. So I noticed we can actually do the extruder shaped plate and run the glass dust through there, and we'll get a pane per glass dust. So that's actually, I guess, the best way to do it. I'll throw that in there, I guess. And so we've got our glass pane, and we've got all of our dyes. So let's go ahead and actually get this crafted while we're over here. And there we go. And then lastly, we just need our turbine rotors and our red plastic. All that stuff's fairly simple. And I did make some more compressed iron between last episode and this one, so we'll be all set then. At least to get the programmer. Now, to actually use the drones, you're going to have to make a program for them using the programmer. And like I said, next episode we'll get into that. I don't want to get into it this episode because it will take a little bit to get everything made. Plus, to make those programmer pieces, we're going to need a bunch more printed circuit boards. Because what we're going to be using these programming puzzles, these pieces here. And if you notice, they'll take different plastics and then printed circuit boards for 4 of them. And I believe some of them... okay, maybe it's 4 each, regardless. Okay. I was thinking some of them made less, but maybe not. Let's see. So we've got our turbine rotors already made. We've got that. We've got that. I don't actually need this anymore. And then... oh yeah, we need compressed iron. Let me grab that. Okay. Over here. Yeah, we'll just take half stack. Sounds good. And then we just need some red plastic. Now, how many pieces was it? 3? Okay. And just need 2 of those. Should have just grabbed all of them. It was up there and just move them down here. Alright. 1, 2, 3. I haven't had to make more like plastic in a while because I just made so much before that now it's like we're just sitting on it at this point. And well, you know, autocraft. See it, I think the red plastic goes like that, right? And there we go. So we got our programmer. And for right now, I'm just going to set it up in here. I'll probably end up moving it at some point. But this is the GUI. Like I said, next episode we'll get into this a bit more. Because I don't want to make more printed circuit boards. Like, I've got 6 left over, so that'll help. But let's go ahead and get our burnt quartz and let's see. That Enderium's upstairs. So we'll grab that, and I think this is probably filled with power, right? Not quite. That's okay. We will throw in... I'll just do a couple of them for now, just to be on the safe side. And there we go, it's running. So we'll grab our Enderium, and we'll get started on the QED. Now, of course, we need this to get our cobble gen up and going, which I still have to run. Just have to set up a power system for it and everything, but that's not too bad. Let's see. Actually, let me... Okay. We're going to need, for each Enderflux crystal, we're going to need 4 of these, and then we're going to need 5 of it for the QED. So it's just obsidian with the molten Enderium. Actually, before we go over there, let me grab a drum so that we've got that. Okay. And hopefully we've got everything. I should think... Oh, let me grab, before we go over there, let me grab some diamonds. We had those set aside for, I think, last episode to get that up and going, but of course we weren't able to, so now we'll put those diamonds to use. And let's see, the diamond etched. Okay, we're going to need 1 for that as well. So, what's 10 of them to get at least 1 of the lasers? We might make more lasers. It just depends on where we're at on resources. But unless the QED is changed for, you know, Greg Tech and stuff, unless it's changed, we can get by with just one crystal. Or just one laser, I mean. So if, you know, if it comes down to it, I'll just use the one. But I wouldn't mind making more of them. So we should... Oh, let's see. Fluid extractor. Do we need more? We need more power in this thing, don't we? Yeah, we'll have to upgrade, it looks like. Yeah, because we need at least 77 EU per tick. So let's take a look. We'll need a new fluid extractor. I guess we'll just go with the advanced. That should be fine. A couple good electronic circuits, MV stuff. All this stuff's really easy. So give me a second to get all this stuff together, and I will be right back. Okay, so we have our advanced fluid extractor now. Actually wasn't too bad. I had most of the pieces lying around. As you guys know, my my sorting system is like non-existent at this point. So I've just got stuff lying around everywhere. So now that we've got that, we can actually get our molten enderium. So I guess we'll set that up over here, and then we'll start. Oh, you know what? I forgot to grab obsidian while I was over there. Shoot. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's still in that one chest, unless I pulled it out last episode and forgot about it, which is a possibility. And let's go ahead and we'll throw in just like maybe one of these. No, we'll need more than that. We'll do a couple. Let me grab that obsidian really quick. I want to get a good way to move through this area, but honestly I think once we have some houses and stuff and it's a little bit more lively and looks a little bit better, I won't mind running through the city as much. But we'll see. I might still mind it, I don't know. Like originally I was thinking about doing like an asphalt or something for the road so that we could move faster, but as you guys probably know by this point, creating gravel or concrete on here is not quite as easy. Oh no. Obsidian's not in there. What happened to the obsidian? Okay. Give me just 1 second to find that. I don't know what I did with it the other episode. So give me just a second and I will figure out where I put that. Okay, welcome back. I guess I'd already put it in the chemical bath. So it was already in here and waiting for us. So let's go ahead and get our molten enderium in there. And we'll start running that stuff through. Which now we can actually make, let's see, there it is. Now we can actually make the, what is it, the computational matrix, I believe is what it's called. Yeah, diamond etched computational matrix. And let's get, let's see, we need blaze powder. Actually, I don't need 4 of those. I don't know why I made 4 of them. Alright. That should be able to, or why I got 4 of them, not made 4 of them. So we just need 2 eyes of ender. Alright. And there's those. That's actually enough to get it going. Get our blaze powder. Alright. There we go. Glad those aren't changed at all. Oh yeah, we need a crafting table. Oops. Let's get one of those. For a second I was thinking like, I could just take that one. Yeah, we'll just get that. And our cutting machine. Oh, it's so slow. If that's one thing, I know the upgraded versions of the machines take more power, but they're very, I think long term we will be using those a lot. You know what, I actually probably have some planks around here somewhere, actually. Yeah, we have some dark oak. Alright, now we can get that crafted. There's actually some wood that was in that I had to go farm before the last episode. And I honestly forget some of this stuff is here lying around. So there we go. We got our QED now. And then we just need our first laser. So, oh, okay, we do need another ender pearl. Alright. That. And that. We got our first ender flux crystal. Good stuff. For right now, let's just set this up. I don't know. Right here. This looks like a wonderful place. And we'll put that there. And let's see. So what we're wanting to make here is our transfer pipes. No, it isn't. Transfer node? Yeah. Okay, transfer node. So we'll need, I usually go with the ender pearl recipe. And we'll need a chest, some stone. Let me go grab that stone really, really quick. And there we go. And then we'll need an ender pearl, a chest. Let's see, do we have like some just... oh, you know what? I think we can use the 8 recipe for this, if I recall. I forget, because there was like one of my packs didn't let me do it. Okay, this one does. Might have been like Sky Factory that didn't let me use that recipe. That's always like the recipe I always prefer to use. Now, transfer pipes. Have we ever made these before? Maybe we have some lying around. Perhaps somewhere. I feel like we've made them before earlier in the series, maybe. Give me just 1 second to find that, and I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I guess we haven't ever made that. My mistake. So, we just need, for the small steel fluid, just a wrench and a hammer. I know I've made some, actually. I bet they're still over at the other base. I bet. Because I know I made some, now that I think about it, because I've got them already laid out for once we get the transfer nodes. So that's why I felt like I had made them before, but I was like, I don't know where they'd be. But yeah, I bet that's where they're at. If I had any extra, I feel like I might have ran out. That's why I stopped building, but I'm not entirely sure. And then the electrum pipes. Alright. Which that I'd done all that before the video card went out. That's probably why I couldn't remember. Transfer pipes, and then we'll do the ender pearl recipe for this, I think. Yeah, we don't have any more. And that'll get us 4 of these with a single craft. So that's why I always tend to go with it. Just because it's better on your resources, as long as you have like ender pearls and stuff coming in. And there we go. Oh, magic is happening. Alright. It's probably going to take a little bit. I'm going to try to get some more of these lasers made. You know, in the near future, so that this won't take quite as long. Because, well, I guess it's not that many. We're going to need probably about 16 or 20 transfer nodes. I can't remember. I know I counted them up before, you know, before the video card went out, but that was so long ago, it feels like that I can't remember any of that. But I think we're going to need like 16 or 20 of them to get that going. And then we're also going to need world interaction upgrades. Now these aren't too bad to craft. Some lapis, iron pick, which, okay, we are going to need iron plates for that. I'll just grab, I don't know, some iron out of there. And that, and then let's go ahead, let me get, go ahead and get like 4 of these made. And we're going to need some sticks. Okay, just do this. I don't really care about oak wood, honestly. Not like we're hurting for it. We got like absolute ton of it, you know, coming into the system over there, so not too concerned about it. Let's see. Let's grab those. And let's get, we'll go ahead and make 4 of them. Alright, and then we need, what tools is it? It's been so long since we did these. File and hammer. Alright. And there we go. We'll just throw these on the ground for right now. And we'll get our world interaction upgrades. Good stuff. These really aren't too bad to craft. Alright. And then we have our transfer nodes. And let's go get these things set up. I'm kind of excited. Of course, you know, we've got that that over there making smooth stone. We have that Thaumcraft thing making cobblestone. But this is mainly going to be for making our compressed cobblestone for us. Hey, buddies. Alright. And, once I get all this set up, it'll go through multiple tiers as it moves through the room, and it'll get compressed more and more, and finally we'll get our octuple compressed. So I'm hoping that this will be quick enough that we can actually, octuple compressed won't be just a ridiculous amount anyway. I'm not entirely sure how fast these packagers run, but we shall see. So we'll just put these, like I said, there's water and lava, you know, on each side of each of these transfer pipes on the cobblestone. So for right now, we're just going to give them all 1 world interaction upgrade to start with. Whoops. And eventually we'll add more to each of these, but I think 1 will be fine for right now. Let's see. Okay, and they are getting the cobblestone in here. So between this episode and next, I'm going to try to get the power setup going for this. And probably make some more transfer nodes. They're really not that bad to make. And maybe get this set up. Now we are going to have to use higher level packagers eventually, like down the road. But at the very beginning, the basic packagers will work just fine. And it takes them like less than a second to package these. So I'm thinking less than a second for each packager all the way around the room will be fine. And then it's going to take longer the farther in it gets, but you know, it's going to take longer to build up that much cobblestone too. So I'm thinking that this should work out just fine. You know, it'll funnel down the line and then basically produce octuple compressed at the end. But I do believe I'm going to end the episode out there. Next episode, when we come back, this room should at least be started. I know it won't be making octuple compress, but maybe, you know, the first couple stages, I'll get that built out, and then we will be, next episode on camera, we'll be covering drones. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. I'm not entirely sure what drone setup we're going to do first. I'm honestly thinking about a quarry first. I think that would be the best use for our first drone, maybe. So I'll give it some more thought, and if you guys have any preference, you know, feel free to let me know. But I think that'll probably be the first drone that we set up. So, but yeah, anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, as always, be sure to hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already for more daily videos, and feel free to comment. Let me know what you think about the episode or the series in general, or you know what kind of things you guys would like to see. The current plan is we'll jump into drones next episode, and now that we have the QED and everything, we'll be getting our cobble gen set up. So probably in the near future, probably the episode after drones, we'll maybe start working on applied energistics. I want to get the ore processing room set up. I want to get the fluid room set up, and then maybe before long we'll get back to the quest log and kind of start working through that a little bit more as well, making our way towards I think the nuclear age is what's up next for us. So yeah, after the silicone age we'll be hitting the nuclear age. So you know, we'll definitely tackle that, and we'll probably hit some Thaumcraft again before too long. But I just kind of want to get some of this stuff, because right now we're really working, you know, we've broken away from the quest log, we've broken away from Thaumcraft for a bit, but we're really working on quality of life stuff. So, you know, having some drones, maybe doing some quarrying, things like that is really going to help us. Having that cobble gen, making the octuple compress, is really going to help us. Having a fluid room is going to be so nice, so that we don't have to break our assemblers all the time and everything. They can just, you know, we might have multiple assemblers set up, and this one here might be, you know, it'll hold like 10, and this one will be redstone, stuff like that we use all the time. I definitely want assemblers for. Possibly even, you know, some of the more rare things like polycaprolactam or polyethylene or whatever. Things that we use to make printed circuit boards, stuff like that. I want that stuff to be on hand so that we never have to lose that, you know. Since I can't really find a way to get fluids out of a machine without just destroying them. And there's really no way to limit how much fluid you're putting into a machine. You just put it all. Or you know, you'll toggle it on and off real quick like that. So we're going to try to get that all set up fairly soon, and applied energistics, of course, is going to help us out a ton. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys join me for that, and until next episode though, do take care, and I hope to see you guys then.